What is up, guys? Welcome to my 2022 Super Nintendo Collection video. We have a lot of games here to get through, about 300 games in total, over 200 SNES boxes here, and I cannot wait to get into details showing you guys each one and a little bit of gameplay. In addition to that, show off some console boxes, some accessories, some guides, and anything SNES related. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, we're going to start off with the consoles here. This is my original Super Nintendo that I received back in 1992, 1993, and yeah, still works to this day. Play on it all the time. Then I also have the Super Nintendo Junior. This came later, a little more compact design. And then I thought I'd throw these in here just because they're cool. We have the Super Nintendo Classic, which looks like it's in the Classic box there. Of course, you know all about that probably. And one day I'm hoping to get this back. I lost my 3DS, but the Super Nintendo, I still have the box anyway, but hopefully one day I'll get that back. But anyway, that's with the systems itself. Let's go ahead and get into the accessories. First up, you have your standard edition controller. Alright. This is still one of the best feeling controllers ever produced, I think. Then we actually have a box controller. At least I got the box later on. But we have the SN Pro Pad, which that's pretty cool. Has all the turbo functionality there. And the Famicom colors, which are pretty cool. Super Famicom. And then we have another one that's like turbo slowdown mode. I don't know. The pad. So still have to try those out actually. And then this one was just, I think it's an Etsy thing, but I thought it was kind of cool, just like the art. But Super Control. This is some, it has F-Zero characters, mini Bowser and stuff on there. Anyway, not a real thing, just a knockoff thing. But then actual accessories here. First up, this is the Super Scope. Missing the scope. But I do have the attachment which senses it, so that's cool. So it is fully functional. Just wish I get the scope. And then we also have the game Genie for your cheat codes on the Super Nintendo. So that's pretty cool. Your game cartridge goes through there, sticks it right inside, and you can start cheating, which is cool. And then we have two versions of the Super Game Boy. So we have the one with the, I guess just the Game Boy itself, Super Game Boy itself. Seen better days, of course. But this allowed you to play original Game Boy games on the system, which is a really cool way to play it. So really cool accessory for that. And I also have the larger version of the Super Game Boy. This is this box, but they included the guide there. Still need to get the guide, but then the unit itself wasn't there too, so that's cool. And then one that you'll see later on, one that you'll see later on in the video, but I do also have Mario Paint, has the mouse pad and the mouse, which is cool. I'll show that later. And then probably one of the coolest accessories that was produced here in recent years was the Super Boy. So this allows you to play games on the go, of course, Super Nintendo games, right here at the top, and it has a locking mechanism to lock them in there. But also, the coolest part is that you can play Super Famicom games on here. So without having to mod your system or anything. But anyway, that is awesome. Yeah, now let's go ahead and get into the game boxes here. We'll start off with the standard edition box, which is here. This is just the regular control set. It didn't come in any games at all. This I got super cheap on an eBay thing that I just wanted it for the foam inside to go with this next one, which was my original box. This is not my original one. I wish it was, but this is the Zelda edition. The only thing that's different from the control set is this sticker here. You'll notice this on a lot of Super Nintendo boxes that make them like variants. So see that, and that's the only difference. Most of them come with this tag too from like Circuit City or whatever. But this is just like the box that I had when I got my original Super Nintendo, and Zelda was in it, so that was awesome. And then we'll go ahead and get to the larger system boxes. This one I got from my buddy here that gave me a lot of the box games that you see behind me. He sent this to me for free, which was awesome of him, to add to the collection. And this is the Super Mario All-Stars Edition 1. Once again, it's super set, but then has just that sticker. You're going to notice a trend here with that. With this one, this is just the super set here. I think it is just super set. Well, anyway, it just says Super Nintendo system, but this came with 2 controllers instead of this one with the control set and the copy of Super Mario World. So that's what that looks like. So that's cool. And then probably my favorite box of all of them that was more of a recent acquisition, but we have the Donkey Kong Country's Super NES set. Just the box, of course. But that included a copy of Donkey Kong Country, right? And yeah, love the art on the box there. Just that Donkey Kong jungle theme throughout it. And then the last box that I have, this was obviously released later for the Junior system, but this is the Super NES control deck for the Junior, which has Mario and Yoshi on there. Kind of looks like the art style they had from Super Mario RPG, my favorite game on the system, and of course Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country. But that is what that looks like. So that is all my controllers and accessories there. Let's go ahead and get into the games. Alright, we just have some random posters here. Alright, here's some loose manuals and posters that hopefully I'll get the games to one day. Alright guys, and then we have our players guides. Some RPG ones at the top, including my favorite, Super Mario RPG. Well, Donkey Kong Country, Mario Paint actually might go with the box. I didn't even think about that. And then a couple of Nintendo powers that are worth noting that I wanted to get. Zelda Link to the Past was my first Super Nintendo game, and Super Mario RPG, my favorite game. And one more recent addition, Super Metroid. So we're going to get to the games now, guys. We have some loose games as well as some box games. Normally I go in alphabetical order, but this time around I thought it might be more interesting in terms of price. I'm going off of Game Eye prices here for the most part, and we'll just continue to get from the least expensive to the most expensive. Hope you guys enjoy. So before we get into the US releases, I got a couple of Super Famicom games here. First one up is a loose cartridge of Twinbee Rainbow Bell Adventures. This is from the Poppin' Twinbee series, shoot 'em ups, cute 'em ups, but this is more of an adventure game. Pretty cool. And we also got a shmup here on this list called Dazaimon. Which is cool about this one is you can customize your levels. Got a nice thick manual on how to do that, in Japanese of course. But pretty cool little shooter. Reproduction Aero Fighters, NCAA Basketball, Madden 95, Wordtress, Timon and Pumbaa's Jungle Games, ESPN National Hockey Night, Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, Road Runners Death Valley Rally, D-Force, Jungle Book, NHL 95, Art of Fighting, Madden 97, Tasmania. We have a Scooby-Doo Mystery, which is way less expensive than the Genesis version. We Are Back, A Dinosaur Story, Arrow the Acrobat, Bugs Bunny and Rabbit Rampage, Chuck Rock, Metal Combat, NBA Hang Time, NHL 94, Revolution X, presents Music is the Weapon featuring Aerosmith, long title. Suzuka 8 Hours, Tiny Toons Adventures, Buster Bustlers, Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition, Cyberspin, Toy Story, Urban Strike, Warlock, Adventures of Dr. Franken, The Incredible Crash Test Dummies, that's a new one. Pink Goes to Hollywood, Populous, Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday, Top Gear, Battle Blaze, Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run with manual, Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Ren and Stimpy Vidiots, Super Baseball Simulator 1000 with manual, Super Scope 6, we have Pac-Man 2, New Adventures, WWF WrestleMania the arcade game, Samurai Showdown, WWF Raw, Batman Forever, the not good Batman game, Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge, Super Troll Islands, Wizardry 4 Heart of the Maelstrom, Ultima the False Prophet, Cool Spot, F-Zero, one of the best racing games, Mickey Mouse and the Great Circus Mystery, Super Mario World with manual. Now, of course, we got the launch edition with the one-line font, and then later on version that has 2 lines of font. Captain America and the Avengers, Lord of the Rings, Tetris and Dr. Mario, Hyper V-Ball, Clay Fighter with the manual, Natsume World Wrestling, Ren and Stimpy Time Warp, Mortal Kombat 2 with manual, Chester Cheetah Wild Wild Queso, Aerobiz, MTV's Beavis and Butthead with manual, and then we have Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World Combo Fight, Street Racer with manual, we have Final Fight 2, manual, pretty rare one here, Jetsons Invasion of the Planet Pirates, Mega Man Soccer with manual, cool one here, we got Artie Lightfoot platformer, we also have Kirby's Dream Land 3 with the manual. Really want to get this box, but it's getting real expensive.